Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. Today we are reacting to another episode of The Boys. This is called We Gotta Go Now. So, just based on the title, something bad's gonna happen. Something bad always happens in the show. Last time, episode 4 was called Nothing Like It in the World. Some big things that happened in that episode. We had, last time, we had a road trip with Huey, Mother's Milk, and Annie, where they learned that Stormfront is Liberty. Like, Liberty and Stormfront are the same person, which is very interesting. Didn't fully expect, actually, kind of. I mean, they didn't expect it. I expected it because I've seen some New Rockstars videos. So as soon as I heard her voice, I was like, oh, yep, that's Stormfront. We also had some like identity crisis with Homelander, where he is coupling with the fact that, he's been confronted by Stormfront about his need to be loved by everyone, which he now seems to be fighting against based on the end of the episode, where he figuratively kills himself and literally kills Doppelganger, which, talking about the situation that was set up, that was super messed up, that he just had Doppelganger, like, held prisoner there, pretending to be Stillwell, and then just breaks his neck at the end. That guy had to have been terrified at all times. What else happened? Butcher, he broke into the compound that Becca was in to try and, like, rescue her, but then she was like, yo, I'm not leaving my kid here. Unless we have a plan to take this kid, like, I'm not going anywhere. And then he kind of half-heartedly was like, oh yeah, whatever, we'll take the kid. And she determined, via knowing him well, that he doesn't want to take the kid. As much as he would say he does, he doesn't actually think that kid is normal. I mean, the kid's not normal. I mean, what am I trying to say? He thinks the kid's a freak, and he hates that he's a product of Homelander raping his wife. So he would never look at that kid as like a normal child, or a kid that he could potentially view as a son down the road. Like, no. And Becca realized that, and she's like, no, man, like, I'm not going with you. I'm choosing my child over you. Which, sucks for Butcher, but I think that's the right choice for her. What else? I think those were like the big things that I can remember off the top of my head. The Deep like chose a wife. So he's like steadily moving down this road with the Church of the Collective, which is, I guess, supposed to be like a play on Scientology. So that's interesting. I wonder what the next step in that process will be. And I'm excited to see it. Before we jump into the episode, please consider leaving a like on the video, and please consider subscribing. That helps my channel out so much. If you want to support me on Patreon, I would choose just the $3 tier, because I'm not fully caught up on full-length reactions yet, but that would be cool if you wanted to do that as well. But other than that, let's jump into Season 2, Episode 5 of The Boys. Oh, this is a movie, isn't it? The background looks fake as hell.
You're not afraid to live your life. To be who you really are.
Are they gonna kiss? They already put this into the movie?
I'm afraid to show the world who I am.
Yo, yeah? They're making her say these things?
So who are you, man?
Gosh, dang it.
I'm a lot like you.
That's so corporate and horrible. They already wrote that into that movie. Oh my god.
So Joss rewrite really sings, huh?
When are you gonna stop torturing me?
Joss Whedon.
Look at this.
He's such a dick.
Strong female lesbians. I'm inspired. You inspired?
Oh yeah.
Girls, get it on.
Done. Girls get it done.
Sure do, Ashley.
Girls get it on. Oh! Is this real or is this part of the movie? Oh, he shot through him and got someone else.
So what, they're all starving, but one of them's got a fucking cell phone?
You know, I really 9.5.
9.5? 9.5?
It's a little more than one.
I do not need your fucking help.
Sure, you seem to be doing so well on your own. Well, I'm here when you want me.
She is, isn't she? It's just subtle, the delivery of a few of these words. Just, she wants to get some Homelander D. Why did he take that guy? Yeah, he just wants to feel some pain. You know, the heartache pain that he's feeling. He wants that to be translated physically.
Take me home to Ladderbrook.
What are you watching?
Is this Outlander?
So-called eat my dick. Okay. I just got off the phone with Butcher, and I think something might be wrong. Like, really, really wrong.
What would make you think that?
He was nice. And...
Oh yeah, Mother's Milk's like, what the F did you just say? Hey, he's
You're a sight for sore eyes.
he's in Heroes and brief cameo in Star Wars.
Girls get it done.
And cut a rehearsal. No one move. No one move. No one move. Starlight, I'm not touching, but can you...
Billy,
Hello, Judy.
Yeah,
Who's this?
it's my nephew.
interesting.
Ain't seeing him. Now, where's me boy?
Does he have another kid? Oh, it's a dog. I forgot about his dog.
Yeah. But you ready, huh? You ready? Close.
Yo, he has to film this movie even though he's not in the 7 anymore? Or are they keeping him in the 7 for diversity? Because it wouldn't be a great look to kick him out.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this shitty scene. Well, that is way above my pay grade.
Ой, я сейчас покажу ей хуй.
Yo, you're trying to... That's a horrible way to start a conversation with a lady. Especially when she has superpowers. You're about to die. Ugh. No. Oh my god. Kimiko! She's just tanking me. Kimiko. Oh, she can heal, I guess, but like, dang, Kimiko. She peeled that dude's face off. Oh my god. Why is she here? Oh, she put that gun through his face. Good lord.
Oi, Billy. You should have told me you were bringing company. Oi, who's this one remind you of? Isn't he the spitting of Lenny?
Who's Lenny?
What you doing here?
Man, Mother's Milk
Heard a
must know
dog toy on
him
the phone.
well.
And I know you keep terror at your aunt, so
Brilliant as ever. Time to go.
Just so you know, that's Terry's girlfriend.
what?
His fuck pig.
playing with this pig. Is that Black Noir?
Mom? Oh, Annie.
Ooh, don't become friends with her. Why are you here?
think that this is something that we need to discuss in private.
Donna, can I tell her?
Tell me what?
Look, your mom is so sorry about the Compound V, and she understands that keeping that a secret really hurt your relationship.
Yeah, and then I used you as a trophy to make myself feel important.
That's all super accurate.
They leaked it to the press. Can you imagine how angry that person is? Whoever they are?
Oh, she knows it was her. Ho ho ho.
To hash it out, but I just think if it was me, I'd be grateful to have a mom like Donna.
This is an active threat from Stormfront. Quit looking into me or I'll kill your mom.
Elena, the connection is immediate, all-consuming.
They're bringing the actual Elena onto set. Oh my
Raising Maeve's
gosh.
consciousness and revealing her own inner truth.
She's gay, and it's okay. It's
Powerful. She's more than just a superhero now.
ease. Hashtag Brave Maeve.
Good lord.
We're recommending a multi-pronged image makeover first.
The way they
as
just they hop onto it immediately and just like make it so corporate and use it.
Yeah, you know what? I just feel like lesbian is a bit of an easier sell, but more cut and dry.
Now, for Elena.
That's another commentary on the movement. A lot of people ignore bi people.
Looks like menswear.
Pew research shows that.
I can't protect you if you leave. What are we gonna do? We're gonna take that motherfucker down.
Yo, he is definitely listening to you. He's somewhere hearing you. You can't just learn sign language because he is just gonna hear you at all times.
Is right?
That's a genius move. Any of these people don't want Homelander to know what they're doing, learn sign language. I don't know sign language, so that's probably offensive to people, but I'm sorry.
I'm naked. I could use a little lie down.
It's raining. I don't know if you can hear that.
You can move him. Good luck with me.
Hot damn mother's milk. That's right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Gang gang. Friends stick together.
Why? How is this in Stormfront? I know you blame yourself for your brother. I know the rage you feel. But this is not the way.
Yeah, come on.
This is poison for your soul. I know. Come with me, Mooka.
Oh, she's actively talking to him even though he doesn't understand her.
I don't understand what you're saying because you won't teach me.
I used to be angry, insecure, and unsure. But thanks to the Church of the Collective, I now know the kind of man I want to be. The kind of man who calls out injustice when he sees it. Hey, dude, that's not cool.
The kind of man who stands up for what's right.
Sorry.
Come on, guys, knock it off.
The kind of man
That's not
sees
cool.
the potential in all of us. So join us at the Church of the Collective
Alistar
and
Adana.
be the person you were always meant to be.
Is that Frick? He's from Timeless too. He just grew a beard.
The place used to be pure. And then they just started letting all kinds of people in.
Oh, you horrible racist piece of crap.
I don't know.
I hate you.
Some people are quality and others are garbage.
Oh, you.
Oh, by the way, I heard they're retiring you?
God dang.
So unfair.
You're the worst.
Sunset on A Train. It's been a good run.
dude. That was awesome.
Awesome. A-Dog, that was fucking gold.
Buddy, look. I'm ready to move on, but how do you feel? If you want another one, just let me know.
No, he doesn't want to say that again.
Move on. All right, check it. Moving.
Hot damn. Just shows up.
Hey, everyone.
She's very scared.
I know some of you
Oh,
are upset
no.
about video online.
This is not good.
The terrorists. And I just want you to know that I understand. I'm upset too.
Yo, he's ready to kill someone. He's so mad. Oh! Oh, oh my god! There's no way he actually did it. There's no way. He's hallucinating. Oh my god. That was not smart by him. She is pulling out her own hair. Did she just yank that out, or is that indicative of something wrong with her, like a sickness? Oh, jeez. If he would have actually just murdered all those people, holy piss.
Years old, you don't gotta look him in the face.
Does that say titty on it?
No one's ever achieved anything without sacrifice. The kid's a hero. Think of it like that.
Right. A hero.
Iceman! Stormfront's talking to Iceman? He's a lamplighter.
Who's Lenny? You said I look like him?
Or was a brother, maybe?
Wouldn't want me to say. Lenny's his little brother.
Oh.
But you has a brother?
Probably had.
Who's Lenny now?
He's
God
super dead.
rest his soul.
Super dead.
What happened?
He's just tanking these. Oh my god. How many did they... How many? Is he just gonna walk through?
All right, you fucker. Where are you?
Dang, he's in relatively good shape. Does he want to fight him? I think he does.
Get out of here! Oi, gimp cunt! Over here, gimp cunt!
Gimp.
Come
Huey, just a horrible shot. All right, Judy, you're up. You're up next. See what you got. Don't kill the dog. I swear to God, if you kill this dog.
I got photos of what's dirty little secret. My wife's son. Homelander's son. Now you lay one fucking finger on any of us, and those photos go out of the cloud and into Ronan Farrow's inbox.
Good reference, Ronan Farrow.
Here's my first and final offer.
Oh my goodness.
That information never sees the light of day. And I'll call off Black Noir.
All right, you got yourself a deal. Want to shake on it?
Freaking A.
Jesus Christ.
He's like a robot. But he just like...
Okay.
He's insane.
Then you're gonna need a woman to tell everyone that you're not a complete piece of shit. I could be that person for you.
Why?
What, you think I'm a piece of shit?
Fuck yeah. The point is, if you
Of course. Absolutely I do.
Yeah, I've got Stormfront.
Why does she want to be that person, though? Like, that works.
What are you doing in my trailer?
I know you leaked it. Well, how do you think the world will feel when I tell them that you used to be Liberty?
Oh my. Oh yes.
She's not scared.
That is adorable.
Starlight, come on. Oh no. Is it him? Frick. Oh no.
You too?
Yeah, you can't take two of them on.
I owe you.
Well, what are you ever gonna do to repay me?
Or kill some black people. Either one she'd be fine with.
Well,
Yep, angry sex. I knew it! Ugh. She wanted it. This is... Are they in Annie's apartment?
Don't be a pussy. Laser my fucking tits.
Weird.
Oh god, it fucking hurts. Don't stop.
So she probably doesn't feel a lot of pain usually. She's gonna climax from that, isn't she? No. She heals probably, right? I don't enjoy this at all. I knew it was gonna happen and I didn't want it. Oh my god. They're like fighting and banging. Like this is the epitome of angry sex right now. The way. Oh my gosh, what is this? I don't appreciate that at all. Oh my god. That was, okay. This show. Alright, let's go over what happened. This was another excellent episode from the team, from the boys. So we start off on this movie set. They started filming the Dawn of the Seven, and I could tell. I think the first thing that made me think it was a movie was the cop cars. I don't know why, but like, I feel like, I don't know if it was the layout of how the cop cars were or like what they looked like, but it just reminded me of the Avengers. And I know Dawn of the Seven and the Boys is kind of supposed to be like a play off of like Justice League and things like that. I mean, they're a superhero team, so it could be a play off of the Avengers as well. But like Dawn of the Seven specifically is about Justice League. But it just reminded me of the first Avengers movie. And then once you notice the background, you're like, oh, it's fake. And they immediately, like, what was it, last episode? We have, like, Maeve outed as gay on live TV, and confirmation from her girlfriend that she's bi. I mean, we probably assumed she was bi, right, if she dated Homelander. I mean, I guess there is probably plenty of not bi people that date someone of the opposite gender at some point because they are either hiding it or they don't know yet. But Homelander and Vought are just using it against her and just like they're taking it and like throwing it in her face and making it so corporate, and it's just it's insane. Like, they're bringing her actual girlfriend on set, and you know the way they were talking, just all the little corporate aspects of like they don't actually care. Like, this is this show is such a good commentary on like the way that actual Hollywood probably functions, and the way that, like, you know, sometimes the left and things like that. I feel gross saying it that way. But like the fakeness of their like sincerity, if that makes sense. Like they pretend they care. They put it in the thing like, oh, like we're spotlighting women, we're spotlighting LGBT issues, but they don't actually care. They're just using it to make money. This show is so good at showing that. What else? Ooh, Homelander got caught. He got caught on video when like just massacring a foreign person. And this is a kind of thought I've had throughout definitely all of season 1 and partly in season 2 of like, there's been many instances where they've gone to a place and straight up just murdered people. Like didn't like indiscriminately just murdered them. And I was always surprised that just like no one had a phone to film them. I mean, typically they'd sign an NDA and get paid or whatever, but it was always surprising that no one would like post that before it happened. But so this footage, he got caught. He lasered a bad guy, but the laser went through him and killed an innocent person, which was filmed and uploaded for 17 minutes, and that was all that was necessary for him to drop 10 points. So is the points like, I guess they've never fully explained what the point system is, because they talk about it with money, they talk about it with shares of things. In this instance, I'm assuming it's like favorability or like approval rating or something, you know, whatever percentage he was at, probably 100. Now he dropped down to 91 or whatever it is. He dropped 9 points. That's a huge jump. And he wants to handle it himself, and Ashley's like, no, you just stick with the corporate program. You know, this will eventually die down. We'll pay people off. It'll go away. But no, I guess he's still so much focused on his image that he's like, no, I have to handle this myself. Like he also wants to be fully in charge. He doesn't want to be under Vought's influence, I guess, or control. After Stillwell's gone and he had his confrontation with Edgar, he's very much like, I don't want to, you know, like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm in charge. I'm making my own decisions. So he just goes, he interrupts that rally anyway. And there was the moment I knew coming to the end of the episode, I knew it was coming early because Stormfront walks past me. She's like, come get me when you want me. And just the line she had from last episode where she was like, I'm here for whatever, and then this line where she was like, come get me when you want me. I was like, oh, she wants some Homelander superhero smashing is what she wants. I knew it was coming. So like he goes to this freaking rally where the senator, who is a girl from Timeless, she's doing her thing. He tries to do his typical Homelander thing where he just speaks to the masses and, you know, smooths everything over, but like, you know, you had to expect at a certain point he isn't going to carry that same magic, especially when Stormfront's kind of been trashing him in the media for the past, month or something. You know, he doesn't have the same kind of unwavering loyalty from the American people as he used to. He can't just make that bombastic speech and have everyone be on his side. And then he mentions the troops, and that guy's like, you don't speak for us. And they're all chanting, and then he just lasers all of them. I was like, oh my God. I was like, there's no way. He just killed hundreds of people in this crowd. There's no way. And it was the same situation as like when Huey beat up the lowly Vought employee in like episode 1 of season 1, where he's imagining what he wants to do, but he's not actually doing it. Then he just flies away, and Ashley's like, great, we're effed. And then he goes to Stormfront and he's like, all right, she's been telling him for however long, like, you need to just let me help you fix your image with my right-wing memes. And right before this scene, she's talking with Lamplighter on the phone. And I don't know why. What are they talking about in this situation? Some 17-year-old kid. I don't know why they're in communication. It looks like he's in a facility. Sage Community Center. That sounds like it's probably like a mental hospital. So I know Lamplighter killed Mallory's grandkids somehow. Or he's a nurse, or he's in the facility as himself. That looks like a employee uniform, not a patient uniform. So who knows? I know from season 1 that they said Lamplighter retired. So maybe he's just living a normal life, but he's still in communication with Stormfront. Seems kind of messed up. I don't know. That's something to keep an eye on. But yeah, then Stormfront helps Homelander make some memes about how he's right-wing and awesome. And then the result of that we'll get back to in a minute. What else went down this episode? So, Butcher. Butcher's straight up thinking of throwing in the towel. He's upset that Becca doesn't want him, and he's understandable. He's had this whole mission from before season 1 to now, where he's just he's on a warpath. He's put so much effort and emotional and physical energy into this, and then she's just no, not going with you. That's got to be awful for him. So he gets in a fight at a bar. He just wants to feel some pain. Goes to see his dog for the last time, and he's ready. He's ready to just go. He I don't know if he was gonna end his life there, or if he was actually gonna go to Argentina. He just went to see his dog first. Then he sees Black Noir out there, and his instincts kick back in, and he's like, all right, I gotta protect my team. And then after a little bit, he's like, all right, I'm done, man. I've gone so hard, I need to rest. I need to be done. And Huey's like, no, man, you're gonna have to get through me. And he's like, all right, well, I'll go through you. And then Mother's Milk's like, all right, you're gonna have to go through me too. And I'm a lot stronger and better at fighting than Huey is. And then he's like, God dang it. So they set up a thing where they call in some people, the fire department. They're like, if he's gonna kill us, he's gonna do it with an audience here. And then they set up some traps and hide in the basement. We learn about Butcher's brother, Lenny. So that's part of the reason why Butcher has such a connection with Huey, is because his brother was just like him, and his brother died. Now, Lenny had a way similar to Huey where he can just show him when he's going too far and kind of bring him back over the line. And I like that. I think we'll probably learn more about his brother at some point, but who knows? Now, Black Noir just walks through all these traps no problem. It doesn't even faze him. And they're escaping, and Butcher, in one last act of maybe I can kill myself off and protect the team, he's like, all right, Black Noir, let's fight one-on-one. But Huey and Mother's Milk come back in, trying to protect him, and then he's like, yo, you kill us, you even touch us, these photos leak. Your whole career is over. Vought is done. All of it. Done. Gone. And he definitely doesn't. He doesn't have those pictures of that kid. There's no way he has those pictures of the kid. Unless they showed him doing it when he was off screen. I don't think he would try and hurt Becca that way. but, you know, Edgar calls. They have a camera on Black Noir's thing, which surprisingly wasn't damaged, and he makes a deal. He's like, all right, you can leave. In this, I think it's just this one instance, though. Like, they're still on the run, obviously, but it's like, I won't have Black Noir kill you right now if you agree that those photos never see the light of day. And so they escape, and, you know, Terror gets a new doll that he can have sex with, and I think Butcher he's back. He's kind of over the self-pity party, and I think that's good. What else? What else? Ooh, Annie. So Annie leaked the V to MSNBC, and she has learned that Stormfront is Liberty, and she has to, like, pretend to be friends with her on set, and then I bet it was Stormfront who called her mom, and her mom is there, and she's essentially, like, threatening her, like, being like, oh man, this person must be angry, like, straight up, like, looking at her like, I know you leaked the V, you dumb idiot. And she probably brought her mom there to be like, you know, even though she hates her mom right now, like, she doesn't want her mom to be murdered. And Stormfront's essentially kind of like being like, hey, like, toe the line, stop looking into me, or I'll kill your mom. And Annie, she keeps trying to find more info. And she looks at some emails, which I want to see if I can see what those emails said. Sage Grove. So she's been emailing that, so Stormfront is getting emails from Sage Grove, like the place that Lamplighter's at, which I'm guessing is a mental institution or some sort of old folks facility or something like that. So I wonder, why is she getting emails from that and also talking to Lamplighter? That's so confusing. Like, they're setting things up that you just don't realize. And then her and Annie have a confrontation where Annie's like, yo, I know you're Liberty. I know you're a racist piece of crap, which she also demonstrated earlier with A-Train, where she's just like, she's saying things outright, but she's like doing it in a way where it's like Minnesota passive aggressiveness, where, you know, you're saying things, but you're not actually saying it. You know, she's essentially calling Black Noir a piece of A-Train a piece of garbage, to his face, being like, oh, the church was great until they let these sorts of people in. And it's like, the church wasn't great until they let those people in. Ugh. As a Christian, that scene was incredibly frustrating for me and made me hate Stormfront even more. Of her trying to be like, oh, the church was awesome until we let non-white people in. And in my head, I'm like, yo, the church started as non-white people. Jesus was not white. Come on. Jesus was a Middle Eastern person. Like, the church existed for however many hundreds and whatever amount of years before a white person ever joined it. Come on. Like, get with the program, Stormfront, you racist piece of crap. But Annie calls her out and be like, yo, I know you hate black people, and I know you're Liberty, and I don't like that. And Stormfront's like, ooh, nice. I don't care. Like, just the brazen, like, I don't care-ness of, like, it's so evident in that mentality. Like, even, not to get super political here, but, like, the mentality of the right wing, where, you know, the president will say horrible things and do horrible things, and his supporters are like, whatever, cool. Like, what do you, like, people on Twitter get so upset, and Democrats get so upset, and the right wing, like, far right wing Republicans are just like, continue getting mad, libs. And it's like, just be a good person. And then you know, Annie might have been trying to get ready to start a fight right there. Like she's glowing her eyes, and Stormfront's like, ew, precious, I don't care. Like, you little baby girl. Like, I think Stormfront, if it was a one-on-one fight, I think Stormfront's beating the living shiz out of Annie, probably killing her. And then Homelander walks in, and Annie's like, all right, I can't fight two of them at least right now. And Homelander's being like, all right, thanks for helping me. And she's like, ooh, what are you gonna do to repay me? And she's just giving him these bedroom eyes, and it's like, ugh, gross. Let's talk about some other members of the Seven and Kimiko. So Maeve, yeah, we talked a little about Maeve, how she's just trying to hold on. You know, Homelander's throwing this in her face. She's trying to protect Elena. Like I said, she should learn sign language. Her and Elena should learn sign language so they can talk openly as much as you can, like, without worrying about cameras. But, you know, I don't think Homelander knows sign language. He's so American that he's not gonna almost like even stoop to learning anything that's not English, spoken English. So maybe if you learn sign language, you might be able to speak pretty freely. And I think that would be a good idea for them. And then she goes to talk to the Deep at the Church of the Collective to be like, hey, you're gonna need someone to speak for you. And I don't know why, like, is she trying to recruit him to maybe help her fight Homelander? This looks like the makings of her trying to get a superhero team together. I mean, but he still has some admiration for Homelander. So maybe if she gets the Deep and A-Train on her side to kind of challenge Homelander, that could be a solid lineup. The Deep, A-Train, Queen Maeve, and Starlight against Homelander and Stormfront. Add in Kimiko. I think that might be an epic battle. Like 2 against 4, 2 against 5. Yeah, so she's just saying, like, quid pro quo. Like, you help me, I'll help you. But she hasn't... We don't know what she wants help with so far, but I think it's to go against Homelander. Now, A-Train, he's essentially getting kicked out of the Seven in real life, and then he's having to read Lee's lines on set, and he's like, yo, I don't want to do this. He's trying to submit some write-ins to change the script to maybe influence real life to where he's not out of the Seven. And maybe, you know, because of the movie, people are like, oh, don't have him leave the Seven, we love him. And then he can take that to the higher-ups and be like, hey, look, they don't want me to leave. It's probably not a smart move to kick me out. And he's trying to be like, yo, I'm still making tons of money. And Ashley is essentially like, yo, you leave or we'll fire you. And it'll be public that you shot up V and you got his confrontation with Stormfront. You know, he's having an all-around bad time. And I hope Maeve hits him up next to be like, hey, join the crew. We can hang out together and kill Homelander together. That would be pretty lit. And then Kimiko, oh, you poor girl. She is on a warpath. So she's taking hit jobs, like mercenary hit jobs, and killing some Albanians, or working for the Albanians, who seem to think that Hamilton wasn't Puerto Rican. Because of course they do. And she peels a guy's face off. Like, good Lord, she's so angry. And Frenchie's following her, trying to just I don't know if he's trying to stop her or what, but he's trying to be there for her, and his ex-girlfriend or whatever is helping her, giving her money for hits and stuff. And he's just like, yo, this is not the way. He's like, I know you're angry, but this is not the right way to go about this. and she's not going to listen to him. She actually talks to him for once. Like, she uses her sign language towards him to talk to him, and he's like, you won't teach me. I don't know what you're saying. and then eventually he's fed up. He's like, you know what? Screw it. Like, you don't want help? F you. Like, I'm leaving. You know, I'm here for you. I'm in love with you. But if you don't want to help yourself and you're just going to go down this path that he's been on, he's probably, like, he's lived this life. He knows that it's poison for his soul. And he's like, I'm not going to follow you into this hole. And she's crying and she's angry. They focused on some old man that was sitting a few seats ahead. I don't know why, but they did. So hopefully he doesn't come into play for some reason. I think she's gonna come back around. The Deep has his public interview with his new wife, and, you know, saving his image, and he's doing stuff for the Collective, filming commercials. When he walked past that dude, he's like, hey dude, that's not cool. That was so funny. I don't know why. You know, he's giving out books for these people, and then, yeah, he talks to Maeve, who thinks he's a piece of garbage. I think that's everyone. Now, the last scene, Homelander, you know, he goes to thank Stormfront for getting him 5 points up, and she's like, all right, you're welcome. Now give me that dick. Because she loves him, because he's got blonde hair and blue eyes, and he's American. She wants to smash, and what comes after is the epitome of angry sex. Like, I can't tell if they're in Annie's apartment, because that's definitely like the same set looking place, or if all Vought apartments look like that. But that would be so petty for Storm, because they're not in the trailer anymore. That would be so petty for Stormfront to be like, you know what, let's go destroy Annie's apartment with our angry sex. And they're like, they're beating each other, like they're punching each other, like getting in fights while like also boning. And she's like, laser me in the tits. And he's like, I'll cut you in half. And she's like, I don't care, do it. And he does it, and it doesn't cut her in half, surprisingly, because she's super strong. And she's like moaning while he does it, and is like gross, because she probably doesn't feel a lot of pain ever. You know, she probably can feel like pleasure and things like that if she were to have sex normally, I guess. But it's just her personality, you can tell she gets off on pain, whether it be hers or killing other people or all these things. So she's like moaning while he does that, and it was weird. And then, yeah, they continue angry banging. I thought it was very funny the way that she shoved his face down to eat her out. The motion of that was super funny. I don't know why. And then they're banging in midair. Like, that whole last scene is like, oh no. The previous thing I thought of when I heard this song of Dream On by Aerosmith was the movie Miracle. Like, I'm pretty sure it's in that movie, right? Yeah, that's like the main song, right, of the movie Miracle, about the 1980 Olympic team. And now the only thing I'm going to think of when I hear this freaking song is these two horrible people hate banging in Annie's apartment. So overall, a solid episode of The Boys. I love this show. Just, you always got to be on your toes with this show. What they throw at you from moment to moment, you're never going to expect it. I mean, you could expect some things, but they'll throw in these things where you're just like, what? Like, comes out of nowhere. But Good gracious. What did you think of this episode of The Boys? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you hate Stormfront even more somehow than last episode? What's the deal with Lamplighter? You know, what are they talking about there? Why was that old man focused in on at the church? You know, is Kimiko gonna climb her way out of this? Anything at all. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for being here, watching this episode of The Boys with me. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like on the video. If you want to see more, whether it be from The Boys or other shows, please subscribe. Going to be starting The Haunting of Bly Manor, comes out in about a week. 8 days right now. This is October 1st. So that'll be pretty cool. Scary show, hopefully. Other than that, oh yeah, if you want to support me on Patreon, you can do that. I would not advise going above the $3 tier yet, as I am not caught up on full-length reactions. But if you feel like supporting me, you can do that. Yeah. Other than that, oh, link is in the description for that. Other than that, catch you guys next time. Peace.